5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Hello, everyone. This Sunday afternoon, I was with you this morning, Sunday morning, on my Sunday morning prayers, and I'm with you this evening, Sunday evening, with a just nice live chat. So what am I naming this chat? This chat is going to be Braden Brand Company Sunday evening chat with me. How about that? Well, as you notice, I have my backup playing back, my earphones, because last week I was trying to use my new microphone, but I had to sit into the channel like this, so I have to purchase another attachment to make the sound right. Because one thing I learned about YouTube is you've got to have the sound, you've got to have the lights, the quality, and everything look right for a person to want to watch your channel. Now, I still don't have the lighting right because I'm not like everybody else. They have their room already set up. They go in the room and they just turn on the lights. I have to set my room actually up every time I decide to chat. I have to put the lights up, the sound up, get my face made up. Friend tubers, come chat with me. Question and answer. Now I've decided I'm going to give this at least about, I'm going to try to go for about an hour. I don't know how long it's going to last, but I'm going to try to hit about an hour. Now I've decided I'm going to give this at least about. Now the only way I'm going to hit an hour is you're going to be asking me questions, because there's not a lot for me to talk about in an hour. And I don't want to end up talking about myself. So you're going to have to ask me a lot of questions. What's off the table is politics. I don't talk about politics. I really do Sunday morning prayers because I have this prayer book that I purchased about 3 years ago. And I say my morning prayers, so I decided to bring the Sunday morning prayers into my playlist, which is only about no more than 3 minutes long. I'm not ordained a bishop or a pastor or anything like that. I just pray the prayer and speak the psalm, because it's a book of Psalms, and then sometimes I talk a little bit about it. Sometimes I talk a little bit about myself. But that's what I do. 2 to 3 minutes long, that's it. But let me tell you about my week. Hi, John. How are you? If nobody else come to my stream, it's going to be John. And if Fox 87 is up, Fox 87 is coming up. A great shout out to John Isabella. Did you have a good week this week? Now, I really don't know what happened to Frank G TV. I know he used to do morning motivational talks, and I used to follow him, but all of a sudden he just stopped, so I don't know what happened. No. You didn't have a good week this week? I've learned that, because I had a couple of punches this week too. One of my main punches was my car broke. You know the stabilization bar. The last month has been hard. I know it has. But I tell you what, you get up every morning and say your prayers or whatever you do for motivational moments, and you just say that it's going to be good. And whatever come up, you just, like I do, I just say, no, it's not happening to me today. I'm going to fix this. I'm going to make it through it. Because I'm going to tell you, my hardest time was when it's getting worse. Wow. Wow. Well, John, I'm going to pray for you this week. All this week. That you are encouraged. You are filled with knowledge to handle whatever it is you're handling. I'm almost thinking that it's about your wife. And you're going to make it through it, no matter what it is. As long as you wake up every day, you're going to make it through it. In your mind, I mean, it's like 90-something degrees here, and my car broke on me, and it was hot, and my air conditioning unit wasn't working. And so I'm sitting in the sun because my stabilization bar was messing up on the back of my car. So I had to get that repaired. Then it still wasn't fixed. Then I had to go buy two new tires. And it still was shaking at the back end of the car. Then I realized I needed brake pads. So I had to go buy brake pads today so that I can get them put on the car tomorrow. And I am seriously praying, like I told my daughter, it's going to get better than this. I just got to keep getting up. I was talking to her this morning from Ezekiel 37. My son has a good day. He's hiding out with his friends for a birthday. Well, that's great. He's getting out and he's doing okay. Also, you're the one that's having a hard time. Well, that's great. You know, John, when my mother passed, I was staying with my mother and father because we had a business. We still have a business. And when my mother passed before my father did, there were some days that were harder for him than the other days. And so I would always keep him busy by, you know, making sure he had his dinner cooked, and we talked about sports, and whenever I went somewhere, he went with me, and a lot of times I didn't leave him alone. I always called my sisters and brothers to come over while I was gone, you know, because I was producing TV shows. So it was a little harder for him, and I knew it was. And so I always tried to comfort him like that. That's all I could give him was that, and to make sure he was okay. It was a little harder for him, and I knew it was. And so I always tried to comfort him like that. You have nowhere to go. That's all I could give him was that. And to make sure nowhere to go. Is it a mall or a community center you can go to and talk to some more people and get around other people? That's what I do, because I don't have a lot of friends. A lot of my friends, believe it or not, are friend tubers here on YouTube. I really don't. My best friend is my sister, my daughter, my brothers, and I have a couple of affiliates, but that's about it. My second cousins, I go to Zumba every morning at 9 o'clock because I have to release the pressure from the previous week. And Zumba does that because we dance for like 1 hour. And then I just listen to some music. If you don't have nowhere to go, what kind of music do you like? Country or? I really like all types of music. I like country music. I like rap. I love gospel music. I love jazz, Kenny G. I love soul, R&B. It doesn't matter. Whatever music I'm feeling that day, I like Latin music. That's what I turn on. Now, it's crazy when I do Latin music because I don't know what I'm saying. But I think it's okay. That's what I turn on. Now it's crazy when I do Latin music. I'm bipolar and have a hard talking to people. Now let me tell you something, John. Just start talking. Talk about whatever. Just start talking. And don't tend to go off in a whole different mode. Stay within the conversation. Believe it or not, here I go again. I never talked. I never talked. I'm telling you. Seriously, I never talked. To people. Now, if you want to, go in some streams. Go into different streams. Join in on some of the conversations that people are having on YouTube. That's what I do. I go to C-Dub's Journey. I was in there last night for about an hour. I was in Frugal. These were a lot of RVers that they drive their RV camping, going camping and campsites and talking about fishing and what they're going to do. And I have no idea what they're talking about because I don't camp, I don't fish. I don't do neither one. But I'm in on the conversation. I go to Charlene, Indiana Fishing and Gaming. She loves to fish. Well, she just, her husband just passed about 2 months ago. And so Charlene is slowly but gradually getting back into it. I think I've seen you and Nana's, crafting and cooking, Mrs. Green Thumb. They have real good conversation. So that's where I be when I'm not editing for my Sunday morning prayers. I have Sunday morning prayers at for about 2 to 3 minutes that I provide every Sunday morning. If I'm not editing for the kids show or getting ready for this live, I'm watching Law and Order, believe it or not, Law and Order Special Victims Unit, Criminal Minds. Now here's the thing. I watched a show the other night called American Hustle. This show had me so going about. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning. I had the worst dreams I have ever dreamed after I watched that. That had me going. I can't even repeat the type of dreams I had. They were so bad. I made it to work that next morning. I told them, they said, Miss Kathy, you need to stop watching all those, they call me Miss Kathy at work. You need to stop watching all those bad shows. Seem like they're not good for you. They call me Miss Kathy at work. You need to stop watching all those really? Bad shows. Seem like they're not good for you. What do you do? I know you find things to do if you don't have your TV on. Well, I know you be on live stream. But what else do you do? What do you do? I know you find things to do if you don't have your TV. As you notice, I don't have my mic on because I have to get that attachment on your mic to come straight to your mouth because me leaning to the computer like this wasn't working for me last week. I'm trying to fix the, seems like my computer is leaning. So I'm trying to fix it. Okay. Now maybe that's better. I'm trying to fix the, wow, you know, that was somebody else I used to work for AAA. And they did tell me that they never, I hate my lighting, but they never watch television. And I do because I watch Joyce Myers in the morning. She talks a lot of scriptures. I watch Creflo Dollar. I watch Joel Osteen. And I always learn something from them when I watch it, so I watch them for a minute. I think I'm going to, I was thinking about this week I'm going to change up my background because my background is too dull. But I have a big picture This week I'm gonna change up my background because my background is too dull. Right. But I have a big Braden Brand Company background picture. I'm gonna try to layer it this week, and I'm gonna see what it look like. I don't want the background to be too busy, where it take away from me. So I'm gonna try to layer it this week, and I'm gonna see what it look like. I don't want the background to be too busy. You see, I got my name signed and the actual date that I completed it. When I get my office, I'm gonna have all my props and everything that because I'm going live, I'm going YouTube live. Well, I'm going to have all my props and everything. Like when I first started, I had charts to reach 10,000. When they had you had to reach 10,000 views to become monetized. Then they changed it to 4,000 and 1,000, which just blew me away for about a month. But now I'm doing the same thing with the Braden Kids TV, because now I've got to start all over again. 4,000 watch time hours and 1,000 subscribers. Well, right now I'm at 10. No, I got another subscriber last night. So I call myself translating the actual video to the UK. And I was just trying this translation thing out to see how it actually works. So this week I'm going to translate it to, I think I'm going to do it Tuesday. I'm going to translate it to, I'm getting a lot of traffic from Vietnam and Venezuela. I'm getting several people from Venezuela that's watching the show. And I think Venezuela is Spanish. In Vietnam, I'm reading, is really mostly English. But another language, Pagola. So I'm going to try it out. Vietnam, I'm reading, is really mostly English. But another language, Pagola. Yeah, it's getting hot. I know it's hot here, John. I'm telling you, it's hot here. I think tomorrow morning is supposed to be 91. Yeah, it's getting hot. I know it's hot here. I'm telling you, it's hot here. I think tomorrow morning is supposed to be 91. Whew. Sometime I drive somewhere and go do something. You know, I produce the barbecue sauce, so sometimes when the co-packer can't make the gallons for me, I have to go and buy the ingredients. When I get back from getting the ingredients and producing the gallons that I need to go and deliver to the customers, I am so tired I have to lay down because it is so hot outside. Oh, your father fought in Vietnam? Yeah, I was reading the language, and the language said that Vietnam is English. So, oh, your father fought in Vietnam? Yeah, I was reading the language, and the language said that Vietnam is English. So I'm gonna try English. I think I have about 8 different languages I'm going to switch it to, and I'm going to see which one is the most productive as far as getting screens. I have about 8 different languages I'm going to switch, because some of these kids channels have 14 million, 8 million subscribers, so they have a lot of videos. And then I've learned, hi Fox 87. Hey, John, Fox 87 joined in. See, that's what I'm talking about. Here we go, Fox 87 and John Isabella. Okay, now I'm in now. Hey, John, Fox 87 joined in. See, that's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Fox 87, we're talking about me translating my Braden Kids TV to different languages. And I translated to the United Kingdom this last Thursday. And it's not really into rotation, but I'm going to leave it up because I'm not getting a clear understanding of how it really works. Like when I translate it, is it still available to run here in the United States, or does it only translate and run in the country that I translated to? I don't know. And to get, I'm gonna, when it's time to apply for a what you call it, a YouTube partner to talk to that I can email directly, that's what I'm going to do. Because trying to go through all these videos to get an answer, a lot of times when you ask an answer or search on YouTube, you get the same answers from every video. I don't know. Oh, that's cool. I know someone that could use your product in a different country. I know someone that could use your product. Who? Fox 87 in a different country? What country is that? Because I have translated to the UK already. And I'm trying to get it in rotation. I'm going to find the answer. It's just going to take me longer. I've been searching for 3 days. And I keep getting the same videos to pop up. And you know those guys that come on and give you some pointers in your classic analytics? I question them. They never respond. Just never. That's the only thing that I don't like about YouTube. You don't get no response from YouTube organization. I couldn't believe when I asked them a question about creating a new channel. Can I create up under my... See, what I should have done was created Braden Kids TV up under my account and then just placed it in Kids TV, YouTube Kids. That's what I should have done. Was you what? That's what I should have done. South Korea, you know, Team YouTube, Fox 87, Team YouTube, I've asked them so many questions, they do not respond. I don't know if I'm asking the questions the wrong way or what. But, John, there's a lady named Julie. She's from South Korea, and she's always on, what is her name? Julie? The next time she come on and come to my channel, I'm gonna write that information down for you because she's truly a nice lady. Truly. She give you shout outs, she tell you what's going on, and she's a teacher, she's a show host. She's really good. She's a very busy person. I'm still trying to learn how to use Twitter. But I thought I had tweeted them already. I'm still trying to learn how to use Twitter. Oh, okay. But still, you might want to get to know Julie because she's a real nice person from South Korea. She's the only person I know from South Korea, so every time I miss her, I'll go into her stream and let her know. Creator, stream. I used to go to James Cox all the time, but I don't go to James too often because James kept talking about he want to go full time, he want to quit his job and all that. I'm not quitting my job. I'm absolutely not quitting my job to go to YouTube and until I start receiving some serious good paychecks from Google. And I know that's going to take a long time because I've got to get the kids channel up first to even get qualified, monetized, to even get Google to start giving me money. So in my channel, I'm at almost at 1,300 Braden Brand Reality TV, but I just I can't get to 13. I keep jumping up and down from 1285, 1289, 1283, and it keeps jumping up and down. So at one time I forgot about the numbers. I say forget it. I'm not gonna watch my numbers. I'm just gonna go on live. I'm gonna produce the kids show. I'm gonna produce the videos that I'm now from now on. I'm not gonna put an actual separate video out. I'm gonna bring the video into my live. So I'm gonna be talking about how I produced it. Like I'm not gonna do it right now because I don't have the clips ready. I want to put like 2 or 3 clips together for like 60 seconds with Braden the Train, how I actually drew it and all of that. And I'm gonna talk about that next week. But that's what I'm gonna be doing on my lives. I'm gonna be talking about what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and then I'm gonna have a video to give you all at the same time so you can see what I did. And then I'm gonna come back and close it out with question and answers. I have 1284 right. But believe it or not, the other day I had 1289. So a lot of people, what they do is they subscribe. Fox 87, I have 11 right now. I haven't checked it in the last couple of hours. So a lot of people don't be on YouTube on the weekends until like Sunday nights through Thursdays, maybe Fridays. But when you're in a stream, I've learned that a lot of people will, not a lot, several people will click on your channel and they will say, I got you and I did this and I did that, but they never go back and make it genuine, make it real, because I like to make it real. If I come to you and click that button, I'm going to go back and watch your videos. I'm going to comment, I'm going to like, things like that, because I want to make, if I'm a part of your channel, I'm going to make it genuine. I'm just not going to click to say I got you, or I waved you, or I hugged you, or whatever they do. I'm going to give your show, your videos watch time. But I really don't know what happened, because a lot of people that I was streaming with are not on anymore, like, what do you call it? Two Chicks Crew. I haven't seen them. Green Bay Wacky just came back. I haven't seen Lunatic Dad. Cab 7 is on several times a week. C-Dub's Journey, Charlene. I don't know if it's because I have 662 and I don't make content. I just make... What? You made 2 videos today? Are they up now? I'm going to go and watch them. You made 2 videos today? Let me see, John. I hope I can come back, because every time I leave and come back, let me see if I can. Let me see your videos. Let me see, John. I hope I can come back, because every time I leave and come back, let me see if I can. Let me see your videos. Kind wishes. I got you, John. I'm gonna go and watch it.
1 month.
After this,
still don't have a cause of death.
I got you, John.
I have no idea what happened to my wife. Hopefully I find out soon.
Yes. I'm listening at your video, John.
It would be nice to know.
You say it's been a month and you're still waiting on the cause of death? Yes. I'm listening. I wonder what's taking them so long. They're doing an autopsy? You say it's been a month and you're still waiting on the cause of death? I wonder what's taking them so long. That's okay. Long as you're taking time and moments. Because a lot of times, John, you have to talk about it to get through it. You can't hold it in, so that's the best thing to do is put it in the video. Fox 87, yes. I'm going to do clips of my train my Braden the Train, Fox 87. And then next week I'm going to put it up like I did last week. I uploaded the video. Well, I'm going to upload the video of these clips of this video of actually how I came about of making this train. Because it became frustrating. Extremely frustrating. Right. Extremely frustrating. Well, just be patient, John. They'll let you know. Just be patient. Keep making your videos. Keep being busy. Because that's what I had to do when my mom passed and my dad passed 9 months later. We had the business. So I was extremely busy in the business. I was actually running the business. So I had to do payroll, accounting, order the products, get the business ready to open up every morning. So I was always busy doing something, which kept me busy. But when I went home at night, then I would watch a lot of sports because that's what they loved, sports. And then I learned to just let them flow through me no matter. It's as if they were still there. I wasn't talking to myself, but definitely I was letting them flow through me. And that's the way I got through it. You're going to live anytime this week. That's cool. You're going to go live anytime this week. Who's going live? You are Fox 87? You're going live? Who's going live? You are Fox 87? You're going live? I tell you, this week has been a trying time for me. So this week that's coming up, this morning I got up, and normally I go in meditation at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'll study some chapters from the Bible, and I'll listen to a little music and go sit by the trees and just relax and meditate and fellowship. You're going to go live this week? I'm going to go live this week. Sometimes it's kind of harder for me. I'll get back to my grandson, but sometimes it's harder for me because my weeks, it depends on how much barbecue sauce that my customers want to order. I have to go and make some more, produce some more when the co-packer is already booked. I keep my grandson. I work with my sister at the beauty salon, and I'm still trying to put together videos. So sometimes when it get time to, and like I said at the beginning of this video, my studio is not set up, so I have to set up the lights, set up the computers, set up the little area. And sometimes I just truly don't feel like doing that. But anyway, my little grandson, 2.5 years old, decided he didn't want to act right today. He played in the water. He splashed the water, and like she was trying to instruct, he moved to a level 2 this last week and splashed his feet to get his feet ready and all that. And they walked on the side of the thing, the board, trying to get used to walking on the side of the board. And all of a sudden, he didn't want to sit down on the stairs. He wanted to get up and act like he was going to jump in the pool and all this. And my daughter was like, take it from a 10 to a 2. And I'm like, you need to take it from a 10 to a 2 and take him in that room and pop his little leg. That's what you need to do. But now we have to discipline him on how to do what they ask him to do and do what the other little kids are doing. Because like I said, these kids, he was with are 3. He's 2.5. So he have like 4 or 5 months to really get himself together on what he needs to do to pay attention. Because he's at that mode now. He's talking more. He's running more. He's moving more. So like I was telling my daughter now, it's a season. It's a season for all of it. It's a season when you go to church to sit down and be quiet, even though he's 2, but that's the way I taught her. It's a season when you go to his school to sit down and pay attention to the teacher. It's a season, a time to go to the park and have fun and run and jump and do all that stuff and do what little boys do. It's a season to go home and listen at your alphabets and your numbers. It's a time to get ready to go to bed. Everything is discipline, but it's not hard discipline because, like I keep telling you, he's just 2.5. He's just learning. One day I'm going to bring him into the stream, but I have to pay attention to him because he'll start messing with my numbers on my computer. One day he did that, my whole computer went out, talking about scary. The other night he was on playing with my phone because I said we can't do anything because my phone is locked up with numbers, right? And there's that little red emergency button at the bottom of the phone in case you have emergency. He was pressing that. And I kept saying, who is this calling me back like this? That was the emergency people calling back. My daughter said, Mama, you cannot let him play with your phone like that. Oh my Lord. I was scared though. I thought the police and the ambulance was going to drive up to the house. I did. I was like, oh my God. I was scared though. I thought the police and the ambulance was going to drive up to the house. Poor little guy. I know. I know. The funeral drained all of my savings. I'm broke now. Join the party. That's why I have to go to work. My car drained me last week. I just get up every day like, okay, what am I doing today? I didn't watch the game today. I was so tired from working. Yesterday I slept like 5 hours today after I finished cooking and ate a little small saucer of food. I laid down and went to sleep. Yesterday I slept like 5 hours today after I finished cooking and ate a little small saucer of food. I laid down and went to sleep. I'm unable to work. I collect social. You're like my brother, John. My brother's the same way. He collects Social Security. No, he collects disability. He's going to be collecting Social Security in about a year. So it'll be all better. But he watched TV. He watched the stories. He watched the stories. He watched ESPN, Stephen A. and all of them talking about the basketball draft, the NFL draft, the baseball draft, who's been traded, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Baseball draft, who's been traded, blah, blah, blah. He can talk about everything. But he's at home every single day. He get up and go outside, and twice a week he go mow the yard and things like that. He cooks for us when we come home. He'll call and say, "Hey, what you stopping to get something? You stopping to get you something to eat?" I say, "Well, no, not really." "Oh, okay, because I've already cooked." Okay. Yes. Whew. It was rough. And so I came here. It was rough because taking mine now, he came to our mother's house every single day when they were living to make sure they were okay, they had everything every single day. So he started drinking a little bit more than what he should have. So I came over and to stay with him for a little while just to keep him company and do some things with him. And there were a couple of times we had some knockout, intoxicated arguments. But now he's so much better now. He's learned to work through it. Whew. What's wrong? Now he's so much better now. I try not to go back to that space again, but sometimes you do have to go back to that space. Because sometimes you have to tell your story. The only way you can understand a person is you've got to understand the story. The only way you can understand a person is you've got to understand the story. And that was his story. So now he stays home and watches the stories, and he watches ESPN, he watches the news, and he mows the yard, and he cooks, and he cleans the carpet, and he waits for everybody to come home from work. And his first words was when he walked through the door is, "I see you made that day, huh?" Every day, like, yes, I made it. Next, the new kids video, Fox 87, I'm going to try to, okay, I have like 8 different projects that I'm working on in Braden Kids TV. And the next one is going to be colors. It's going to be like 4 videos in one. It's going to be colors, shapes, and it's going to be something like bingo or Old MacDonald or something like that. But I'm trying to do a series like this one's going to be the colors and the shapes and bingo or something. The next one is going to be the ABCs, and they're going to be brought in different like formats where the kids can learn how to sing ABCs, reading the train saying it. But okay, kids, we're going to say our alphabets today, and I'm going to say it, and then I'm going to tell you to say it. So then I'll say something like A, and I'll say it, and then I'll say A. You know, something like that. That's one of the alphabets. The other one is going to be along the line of the shark, what is it? The shark song. But I'm not using it. Because it's copyrighted, so I'm not going to use it. But the platform is going to be something like that with fish. And the other one is a surprise. I'm still trying to put it together, but I can't figure it out. So it's going to be like that. Then the next, that's the 3rd series. The next series is going to be a series of 5. 5 little ducks, 5 monkeys, jumping in the bed, all of that. So, but Thursday or Friday is going to be the next series of my next set that's going to come out. And if you hit that notification button when it come out, you'll know that it's out, and you can go and watch it. Or you can just go let it air, because you might not want to watch it. It's a little kids video, but you might know someone who have a family member that's preschool to 2 years old or something like that, or grandchild or somebody like that that will watch it over and over and over and over again. Because my grandson watched the same videos every single day over and over and over again. But that's why he know all his alphabets and his numbers, backwards and forwards. He know all his colors. He know all the shapes. The dead decker gun and the hecker gun done and heck gun and all of those. He know all of that. I'm still learning it, but oh my, but he knows it. Oh my, it's so funny sometimes. But he knows it. And then eventually, like in 2020, I want to go to, like, each project is going to be a different character of kids. And I have them written down like Braden Power Kids, Genius Kids, Genius Power, stuff like that. Country Kids, Italian Kids, things like that. But each set is going to be the alphabets and the numbers and all of that. But I get mostly all my ideas when I'm driving, so. Yeah, not because I think it's important for kids, John, to learn their education early so that they won't be behind in school, because these schools are real quick to keep the kids behind or say that the kids have PSAD or ADHD and all that. One time the school called my sister when I was living in California and told me that, and I was coming to Houston that week, that they want to have a meeting with her for her son. He was like 8 or 9. And they had all this paperwork and blah, 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 blah. And I was listening. And they said, we think we have to put him in the AB classes because he doesn't sit down and pay attention. I say, don't worry about putting him in the AB classes. I'm going to show you how to sit him down and make him pay attention. Well, after that, we had no more troubles after that. If you know what I mean. He's grown now, but we don't have we're not going to allow you to keep my child back, because, so that's why I'm so into making sure the preschoolers get, and it's free. It's all free. They don't have to pay for anything. They don't have to pay for no tutor. If they want to go to the teacher supply and buy some teacher supplies to back up what I'm saying, that's fine. They don't have to pay for anything. They don't have to pay for no tutor. If they want to go to the teacher supply and buy some. But that's the way I taught my daughter, making sure she had all the alphabet. My daughter and my niece, alphabets, make sure they can read and this and that. And I think it's just important. Now I wish YouTube would recommend it so I can really get it out there, but trying to get YouTube to recommend it is another whole different story. So if you all are driving along or you all are going through your day, I have about 11 more minutes. I always try to stay on an hour, at least an hour. You have an idea you can give to me in my next stream, just jot it down and say, hey, Braden Brand, did you think about this? Because I'm telling you, sometimes my best ideas come from someone else. I always leave room whenever I'm producing something or creating something, like this much room for information or criticism or something, because I don't have all the answers. I don't know all the answers. I'm not smart like that. But I do allow wisdom to come in from God. I allow wisdom to come in from other resources, other people. So like I say, jot it down. I think I'm going to have some videos, a set of videos with the fall foliage, because it reminds me of New England states, the summer parks, the winter wonderland, and then the spring. The birds and the flowers chirping and things like that. All of that is a part of the development stages of a child. It really is. So like I said, please jot it down so you can ask me, so you can give it to me. Baby shark, doo-doo. No, it's going to be like, I can't do the baby shark because that's copyrighted. The whole thing is copyrighted. But I'm going to do something like A, B, C, do, 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 D, D, C, D, F, do, 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 G, H, I, do, 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 do. Now, that's as far as I've gotten. Because I don't know the other part yet. I don't even have an idea what the background is going to be yet. But this just came along the other day when I was with my grandson. And we were driving. I know. That's one of them. I think I have 3 different ones. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to have 4 different ABC videos. Because if they don't get the ABCs, they won't ever learn how to read. And then I think I'm going to have a reading segment where the kids are learning their words. Because if they don't get the ABCs, they won't ever learn how to read. That's the way I see it. And then I think I'm going to have a reading segment where the kids are learning their words. Now see, that just came up when I was thinking about it. The new words like... My grandson goes to a school and he speaks 2 different languages. So my daughter was telling me this morning, she said, we was just driving along and he was speaking his words and something. I was like, what are you saying? And she realized that he was speaking in, he don't speak that well, but he goes to the Goddard School and they teaching him Mandarin. Mandarin language. I think that's like a Chinese language or something like that. And she was totally surprised. So people are always asking her, how did you get him to learn all his ABCs? And she told him. She said, my mom used to have him sitting in front of the television watching YouTube. All the ABCs and 1, 2, 3s and the colors from 6 months on up to 2 years. For at least about 2 hours. He just watched the little kids playing in the patty cake, bake, 'cause man, make me a cake as fast as you can. Things like that. Developing their brain. And that's all I have. That's all I have, you all, for today. I don't have no more. I think I'm out of time. So guess what? I am getting ready to sign out. John, I'm going to go and watch your videos. You stay on a positive note this week, John. Stay busy. Make some more videos so we can watch your videos. And one day, John, you're going to go live. You and Fox 87 are going to go live. If I can go live, anybody can go live. Because I'm not a live person at all. Anyway, hopefully, I'm going to come on Tuesday or Wednesday. Don't quote me on it. Just look for me. If you're not, you know I became busy doing something else. But I will definitely try to be here next Sunday evening at 7 o'clock. Just look for me. If you're not, you know I became busy doing something else. I'm going to go to you all's channel and hit that notification button. I don't even know if I have a notification button. I hope you all hit my like button. So at least I know I have 2 likes. I'm going to go to you all's channel. I don't know. I don't know why I'm not getting nobody to come to my channel. I hope you all hit my like button. I think I'm going to start telling Charlene and C-Dub, can you all please come to my channel on a Sunday night at 7 o'clock? But Charlene did come last Sunday, though. I got to give it to her. I think I'm going to start telling Charlene and C-Dub, can you all please come to my channel on Sunday night at 7 o'clock? Me and John and Fox 87 be having some good conversations here. Anyway, you all enjoy your week. If it's not going good, make it good. That's what I tell myself every Monday morning. If it's not going good, I'm going to make it good. That's the only way I'm going to make it through the week. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Enjoy your week. Have fun. And I'll see you all later this week. I am signing out. Good night. I am signing out.